Fall and winter months are great for soups, and this one doesn't disappoint. Pause here if you want the ingredients. But I cooked some potatoes down, 8 gold Yukon potatoes, and then also fried up some bacon because I'm going to use that bacon to top the soup at the end of the recipe. Here are the leeks and the scallions, and so basically cutting them down and then letting them fry over in the pan in that bacon grease. And so I add in a quart of chicken stock here, and that's going to certainly set up the foundation of this soup. And then added in those scallions and leeks that I fried down earlier, and so going to add them to the mix, stir those in, and that's going to be the base of this soup. But what really makes it a good potato soup is what I'm going to add in next, and that's going to be, of course, the salt. And a little bit of salt here because I don't do a whole bunch of salt anymore. And then I use a white pepper because, of course, this is a white recipe, but it adds a different little pepper flavor to this soup than the traditional black pepper. And then adding in the real base, which is the heavy whipping cream. I add in a cup of that. And then that gets all the way through once it's still heated there in the pan. And the stove is actually off at this point, so it's just basically just kind of blending together with the heat. And then a half a cup of buttermilk, and buttermilk gives it just a little bit of tang, a little bit of different flavor than your heavy whipping cream, but also has that same creaminess. And so I'm going to take my immersion blender at this point and blend it down because you want this to be an actual soup. So you want it to be a puree. It's not going to be chunky because it's not a chunky soup. It's a potato soup. And so now this is what it looks like when it's ladled up. And so I top it off with a little bit of chives, and you can use chives or you can use cheese, whatever cheese of your choice. You saw I had the bacon earlier, so I'm going to also add in that bacon because bacon and potato soup just simply goes together for me. I just don't understand potato soup without bacon. So anyway, I add in the bacon to the soup here. And then one of the restaurants here in this city uses a topping like this. It's crab. Yep. And so, of course, being Florida, it's seafood, a little more seafood here, but you don't have to do that. I just do that because I like that. And I actually learned that I actually like the blended flavor of the crab meat in this particular soup. But it's a really good meal for the evening, and especially as the temperatures start to drop, it's cold outside, those kind of things. This soup is hearty. It sets up really well on the stomach because you're full. You're going to be full, and it's just tasty. So hope you enjoy.